Page 12, Waltz. 3/4 time. Well, it's a waltz, of course. It's like a minuet. It's 3/4 time. No sharps or flats. Got lots of quarter notes all over. Let's take this right hand first. Starting out with the third finger on E, that puts you in this position. And it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you go through and play this whole thing. Make sure you can play it. Right notes. The fingering is there. And you should be able to play this without looking at the keyboard. I mean, I think pretty much everything in this book so far, eventually you should be able to play it without having to look at your hands. Eventually. In the left hand, we just have the dotted quarter notes. Each one gets 3 counts. You're starting here in this position. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I really wish they wouldn't give these finger numbers. I prefer you take a pencil and cross out all the finger numbers except the first one. Because otherwise you just read finger numbers. You're just going to play third finger, whatever note that is, that's the note you're going to play. It's backwards. You want to play an E and use whichever finger happens to be on that note, is what it is. So I don't like it when they put in so many finger numbers. Then put the hands together here. Through the whole piece, make sure you can play the hands together okay. The left hand isn't doing a lot, so you can focus more on the right. That's fine. And then we can add these slurs and staccatos, the articulation. In the left hand, there's nothing marked for the left hand. I'm suggesting you just play the left hand connected all the way through. And so the right hand, you have just a nice slight wrist staccato here on that. Short staccato. That now, watch out on these slurs, like in the first measure. That last note is not staccato. You hang on to it. And then you have to lift up again because you're going to play it again, but don't make it short. It's not staccato. And then staccato. Like so. A little bit about technique on these staccatos. I'm using the wrist for it, but when I'm doing this, my hand is on the keys and I'm pushing down and just bouncing off. I'm not coming down to the key, I'm on the key and pushing down. And you have time here, after you play one, you got time to put your hand back on the key before you play the next note. So here it's here, I'm on the key and then I put my hand right back on the key before I do the next one. Because a really fast staccato, you don't have time to do this, but anytime you have time to do it, do it. Yeah. So it's the last measure, the first line here. Put my hand on the key before I do each of these. It's not. Don't play like that. Then we can add the dynamics. Well, it's soft at the beginning, and that's the right hand. You keep the left hand very soft throughout the whole thing, out of the way. We want to hear the right hand. It's whatever you think soft is. It's softly. It's not real soft, it's just soft. And the second line, you're going to get louder up to the second measure. So we're going to go up to about a medium soft. Don't go up very much, just a little bit. And that's just the right hand. Leave the left hand out of the way. Back down to soft. The third line you're soft again, and the fourth line is like the second line. Just, you know. Speed-wise, Andantino again. Here we go again. It's on the side. It's a gentle. Don't know that this waltz is meant to be danced to. I mean, not all waltzes were meant to be danced to, although I think most of them were. But it's a gentle waltz. If people were going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, that. Maybe you think that 1, 2 is fast. Maybe you think that it's different for everybody. It's what you feel. So whatever your slow, moderate range in there, I think on Dontino maybe a little slow, but whatever you think the range is, it's fine. It's a range. It's not an absolute. They can't tell you this is it. You got to go exactly this speed. Music doesn't work like that. Although some teachers think it does. I had teachers who told me when I would play something, they say, no, that's too fast, and they would just slow it down just a hair. I couldn't tell a difference, but okay, whatever. Once you have it all learned and everything's going good, and again, try and learn to play this without looking at your hands. The idea is to learn that feel of the keyboard or where the keys are. Now let's play this together very slowly to make sure we have the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any dynamics, so I'll give us 3 counts and let's play it together. 1, ready, go.